Hey guys, Gizmodic here, and today we're going to talk about Google Camera on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So I know that by now you guys know that Google Camera is not perfectly working on the Note 7 Pro. It gives very dull and unsaturated images, and overall it's not very usable on the Note 7 Pro. But what you don't know is that you can actually change a couple of settings in the Google Camera settings option, and you can kind of make Google Camera work on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So today I'm going to do that. We're going to compare the stock camera with Google Camera, and we'll see if it's actually worth using Google Camera. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. But then if you own a Redmi Note 7 or the Note 7 Pro and you want the best tempered glass for your phone, definitely check out glazeding.com. So they have the real curved tempered glass, which is actual 2.5D curved edges for the Note 7 and the Note 7 Pro. It's the only glass like this that's available in India, so definitely check them out and use the promo code GIZMO for 10% off. According to me, it's the best tempered glass for the Note 7 and the Note 7 Pro. So to get Google Camera working on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, you need to go to settings in Gcam and then change the highlights as well as the shadows saturation value. You can use the values that I'm using right now, or you can play around with the values as well until you get an image that pleases your eyes. A lot of people suggested using the pixel AWP option, but then that resulted in very warm photos in daylight, which I didn't like. So I'm keeping that off, and I'm keeping the saturation and the highlights value at 2.0 for the rear facing camera. Coming to the photos, here as you can see in daylight, Google Camera has deeper colors in contrast, and in some photos it actually has better dynamic range. However, it tends to lose out some details in shadows sometimes as compared to the stock app. But then on the other hand, the stock app blows out the highlights a lot. So it's kind of a hit or miss with both of the apps, and I personally prefer Google Camera as compared to the MIUI camera. In terms of detailing, I think the stock app is slightly better, and especially when you turn on 48 megapixel mode, it's unbeatable. I mean, there is no competition to the 48 megapixel mode. Indoors, once again, it's a similar scenario, but here one thing that I noticed was that compared to the stock camera app, Google Camera definitely had less noise. So the processing is quite better on Google Camera as compared to the stock app. Lastly, when we come to the extremely dimly lit scenarios, here Google Camera absolutely destroys the stock app with night sight. Night sight works extremely well on the Note 7 Pro, probably because of that f1.75 aperture that helps it a lot. And honestly, compared to the night mode on the MIUI app, night sight is a lot better. So yeah, Google Camera does improve the performance in some of the areas, but then like I said, it's not 100% compatible with the Redmi Note 7 Pro yet. So the problem I have is with the portrait mode as well as with respect to the selfies. The output is not good. Somehow the face is very underexposed in selfies as well as in portrait mode shots, and the stock app does a lot better. It's weird because if you see the Redmi Note 7, that phone has a drastic change in performance with Google Camera as compared to the stock app, whereas on the Redmi Note 7 Pro with the Sony IMX586, I don't know what's the reason, but then Google Camera is not helping that much on this phone as of now. So maybe when more people get this phone, more developers get this phone, they will make a 100% working APK. But as of now, Google Camera apart from night sight is not contributing that much to the Redmi Note 7 Pro. I wonder what would happen if we compare Redmi Note 7 with Google Camera with the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Are you guys interested in that comparison? I think the Note 7 might come out to be the winner overall. So let's see what happens, because even in terms of video recording, as of now 4K AIS is not working on this phone. You only have to use the stock app, which has electronic image stabilization at 1080p, and you've also got 4K, but then that's not electronically stabilized. So Google Camera, like I said, is not 100% working as of now, but then you can kind of get the rear facing camera to work with the settings that I've mentioned. So as and when there's a better Google Camera APK available for the Note 7 Pro, I will be making a video about it. But as of now, if you have the Note 7 Pro and you want to use the Google Camera, well, this is how you can use it. If you guys have any suggestions about the Google Camera APKs for the Note 7 Pro, definitely let me know, I'll check it out. But then as of now, I don't think anything else is working. This was my small video about the Google Camera on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. I'm also going to compare this phone with the OnePlus 6. Xiaomi did make some very bold claims about how this camera is better than the OnePlus 6 or the 6T. So we're going to find that out in tomorrow's videos. If you don't want to miss that out, please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages for some behind the scenes content. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I will be back in the notifications very soon. Peace.